Jo Show.
What's up?
Yo, you heard me.
You have the whole crew to grace your presence today.
Gang's all here, right? And
Gang
stoned,
up.
just like old times.
We're united again like the Thundercats. Is there 4 of those?
I don't know. That was being.
Can we do like the fist thing?
Me.
Can we get rings that lock together? That would be really cool. I would be down for that if we could all.
Everyone
be like,
just fisting.
Yeah.
Everyone's just fisting each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
Like Captain
Like,
America,
in a
right?
circle,
They had
though, you know what I mean?
Or,
Circle jerk.
Captain Planet.
Captain Planet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I
fucking ring.
thought.
Yeah,
Yeah, Captain
that's what I'm
Planet.
saying.
Yeah.
Or
I
the
got
Wonder
it.
Twins. Wonder Twins unite. Ting!
But there's only 2 of them, right?
Yeah.
There's only 2.
They were brother and
Figure out.
sister
Well, technically, I guess we're all the Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, that works.
Maybe.
Maybe.
If we can all decide who wants to be what color.
Dad, I'm Casey Jones. Okay.
Casey Jones.
Yeah, I'll be
Oh,
Splinter
yeah.
since I'm the
I
oldest.
gotta be April. I gotta be the reporter. That just makes sense for me.
Well, go ahead. I'm gonna be a fucking turtle.
Yeah, I want to be Michelangelo.
Y'all can live in the
Who
sewer.
didn't want to? Who
Michelangelo.
didn't want to be
Did you
Michelangelo?
see that sewer setup they had? It was pretty sweet.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
sweet.
Where?
It was dried the
And like 2,
sewer room
the second one was it the second one
and Ninja Turtles.
where they were in the subway?
Is that when they had like? Is that when they were skateboarding down the tubes to get
I'm
there?
gonna say the first one. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Oh,
sounds
yeah.
familiar.
But it was a whole pad of couches and
Yeah. It was like
TV?
one of the
How the hell do you get a
open
TV
parts
down
of the
there?
central
I don't
parts of
know.
the sewer system.
They had
So-
electricity in that little layer.
You gotta think those are turtles though, so it's probably fucking disgusting. You probably don't want to sit on those
Ugh,
couches
can
or
you imagine
anything
just
else.
There was no
Human-sized turtle
bathroom. It was
turds
just
everywhere.
It was just the sewer running through.
Yeah,
just
they never
walk out
showed
to
that,
a tube
yeah.
and poop.
Like I asked Brett this the other day, but the song "Turtles in a Half Shell."
Turtle power.
What is
Yeah.
the half shell? Is
That's-
it because they have such a small shell as in comparison to their body?
I think they're calling it a half shell because it's only like
But
Rounded on one
On one
that's
side,
just
yeah.
the
But
shell of
Drew
a
said
turtle.
something. He
'Cause it's
explained
flat
it.
on
I
a turtle, and then they have their shell. So
yeah.
the whole
Seems
thing
like
is
the whole
their
thing. Yeah, I
shell,
agree with that.
But they're like half shell, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, well, they can't in
Yeah.
their body, right? They don't ever
Half
do that.
Yeah, I think they do. So
Oh,
in the
no.
Not in the
cartoons,
Look it up.
cartoons. I mean, like,
no, I think only in the cartoons they do.
but I
Yeah,
bet they probably did in the original comics too. Maybe.
yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're
Like,
saying. Yeah.
I know the ones in puppet costumes. There's no way that they were.
Right.
Apparently, there's whole like subculture for like Ninja Turtle costumes. Like people making like movie style like Ninja
Really?
Turtle costumes.
Do you
Yeah.
Remember that video that circulated a couple years ago? That was the girl that I don't know if it was a strange addiction. I feel like it was. Like
She was
a-
buying the heads.
Yeah, she had the
Yes.
accent and the tone of a Ninja Turtle down,
Yes.
and they're like, she eats pizza every
Oh, yeah.
day. You better
Oh,
get a
man.
slice.
Uh,
It reminded me of Tiffany though, because she's like, she'll turn a BLT pizza into all kinds of other stuff too.
Someone had said on
Crafty.
Reddit. I don't know if this is true. Half
Yeah.
shell refers to them being mutants, so they're half turtles, half teenagers. so half
That
shell.
Okay.
does make sense.
Okay.
I don't know if that's correct or not.
Yeah.
That's
Like I know about oysters in the half shell.
Oysters
Those
in the
are really
half
good.
Slurp them out, right? Is that how it goes?
Yeah, no, you put them on like a saltine with like.
I've
hot
never
sauce.
had an oyster. I'm really.
It's like a booger.
That's the thing. I've always heard that.
Consistency. Booger.
Yeah. See, and I got to think about texture, so
Salty,
I just don't know if I
delicious
could.
Mm,
Blech.
yeah, with hot sauce, with Tabasco
I think that would be
and
so
whatever
gross.
else.
But it might be one of those things you eat and you're like, oh, surprisingly, I don't hate it.
Well, when I take a Jello shot, it makes me want to puke a little because the texture of the Jello when you start to
Oh.
mush it up, you know, and like I can't just swallow the Jello. Like I have to
You chew
physically
Jell-O.
have
my
to chew the
God.
Jello.
Okay, so I
No
understand
option.
that. I don't want to chew my Kool-Aid.
But the texture is like makes me want to puke. So I imagine
what?
fucking oysters. I can't even.
Oh,
I
thought
wouldn't
you
want it.
said-
That's like a
I thought you
loogie in
were
your
saying you
mouth,
just
bro.
Imagine something when you eat Jello or Jello shots. And I was
Oh,
like, what do
no.
you imagine?
I imagine this will be over soon. Like just fucking swallow it down, swallow it down. It'll be over soon.
I can't taste it.
You're gonna get fucked up and have a good time. Just be. That's what I do. Yeah.
Yeah, Brett's rocking Everfelt today, ladies and gentlemen, for you listeners and not just viewers.
Don't worry, I'll have the video out tonight.
You don't even know when
You don't even
tonight
know.
is.
Yeah,
So it's
it's
true.
coming out, so it'll be out by now.
Actually, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. mhm.
That's too funny.
Yeah, this is
You just
Future.
have to
Joe, I
Yeah,
love
yeah.
your shirt too.
Yeah, so we wanted to talk to you all or just ramble to ourselves about how we've been doing this for 2 years now. So me and Tippy are rocking our
Not me.
Tippy Jo shirts. I got the OG pink line on, and she's got the ones that she designed that are super.
Califragilisticexpialidocious.
Yeah, they
They remind me of SpongeBob because of
That's
the
the whole-
flowers in the
That's the
pocket.
thing, bro. That's the thing.
SpongeBob
Oh.
and sometimes inspiration.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. And on the back, it's got the SpongeBob font.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'd show you, but I'm kind of trapped in this little
Yeah.
space here, so maybe later.
2 years. That's
2
crazy.
years, yeah.
We started out just audio. Come a long way since
Just
then.
audio, just Joe and I.
Yeah.
Just
Uh-huh.
the
Yeah.
two of us.
Yeah.
And then Kyle came along.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys lasted all of like
Just
3
the
episodes
three of
before I
us.
jumped in. What does that
Don't
button
know
do?
Well, might have been a fart. Might not have been.
Let's hope it wasn't a
Oh,
applause.
God. That's funny.
Yeah.
And then we shifted to video, which was fun.
Yeah.
It's very a little bit stressful and overloading cell
Oh,
phones.
yeah. Gosh. My phone. Everything sucked. My phone, my computer. And then Brett. Now Brett's computer probably sucks a little bit.
Well, that's why I had to get a new one. So now it's kind of evened out. But like,
yeah.
I'll tell you what it is. Whenever she does some of the intro stuff for it,
Mhm.
I don't know if we use Canva.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Premiere goes, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck is
yeah,
this?
Yeah,
Wild to write it
Yeah, it
together.
takes a long
See,
time to
about
render
fucking
that.
4 hours, guy. And then
Yeah.
YouTube,
Oh, YouTube sucks, man.
dude.
Uploading to YouTube is
I'll
a
leave it
nightmare.
overnight and I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be like stuck at 51%. I'm like, you were just there at fucking midnight.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of that depends on your broad speed, is that?
That's why I got
Oh, yeah.
cheaper cable and faster internet. No.
Yeah.
I was just working
No.
off dial up.
It might actually be better if we want to get technical on that shit straight up in your computer.
True story.
Could
That's
go
funny.
straight Ethernet into that
Yeah,
thing
we've
though.
had
But
that
Yeah.
discussion.
I put a modem into
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So have you guys had over the years, have you guys had a favorite guest or a favorite episode that stands out to you as like, man, I really, really enjoyed that episode? Can you guys think of anything?
Yeah. I think, well, one of my favorite stairwell sessions, for sure, Colt Ball.
Oh, I love
Yeah.
the Colt Ball stairwell.
What was
session.
that? Was that? Come on, we've done
He
a
does
lot.
the like reggae.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
fucking
Hippie
killer,
t-shirts
Oh,
and
yeah.
sandals, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was killer. That was
I
good.
love
That was
Colt
really
Ball.
good.
Yeah.
That was very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my favorite stairwell. Do you have a favorite stairwell that, or you want us to come back to you?
Yeah,
I know
like,
you hate
I'm
when I
gonna
put you on the
look
spot,
at this
babe. I know.
Yeah.
Well, there have been so many.
So
Oh,
many.
we
Not
have
a
had so
complaint.
many.
Super happy, but it's like some of them, you know, that might have happened about a year and a half ago. I don't want to get lost in the fold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting because this whole thing started off with like no guests.
Yeah.
It was literally just bullshitting and like talking about whatever. We would all bring topics.
Yeah.
It was like bring a topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
This show has
So-
evolved so.
And then it became
much.
guest driven.
Yeah.
So
And then it became hardcore music driven.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because they helped us also outline a purpose and an intent for
Yeah.
our show. Like, where is it going? What is it doing? You know, what do we actually want our viewers to intake?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we realized, well, we love all these people. We love their music.
Yeah.
They're great. They deserve something local that actually broadcasts them in the best way that we can possibly.
yeah.
I'm sticking to my chair.
I heard it.
That
Sound
do
like
happen.
tape. What about like how hard it was to fit a shit ton of people?
I was just gonna say that. I was just gonna say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I much preferred the episodes with fewer people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stairwell sessions, even the
It's
interviews.
like let me just
Well, like, why would-
stutter and stack it. like
People
this
don't
way. It's
understand
like,
what this space actually looks like
Yeah, this is
until
not
they get
big.
in here. This is literally
Yeah.
like a living room.
I've got
Yeah.
a wide lens on here.
This is a studio apartment.
I think people are surprised sometimes when they come up here because like they see this and they're like, I wonder what it's gonna look like when I get
Yeah.
there. It's like, oh, it's just a corner of a room.
Well, that's what Adam said from Everfelt, right? He was like, "Man, I thought this place was
Yeah.
huge."
A lot of
Yeah.
people
Well,
have
then
commented on
that
that.
must mean we are all doing our job very well with our set. And shout out Dustin Diggs because you shit the same. Well, now
Oh,
it's
yeah,
extra-
his-
Oh, yeah,
Insane.
Dustin-
When
He
we
actually-
walked into his basement.
yeah.
We were like,
I think that's what
He
people
did
are
not.
I
expecting when
didn't
they come
realize that was
here.
gonna-
Yeah, I agree. Dustin's setup is
Yeah.
like
that
above
would
and
really blow our
beyond.
mind if we walked into
That really
everything
makes
he's done.
me want to strive harder. Going up there and seeing that and knowing that he just built it all by hand, that makes me want to get so crafty because I'm like, that looks cool as fuck.
Yeah,
And Timu.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Timu.
yeah, Timu.
In
Yeah.
there, Timu.
Gotta love Timu.
So
Sponsor.
when you guys started this whole thing, what was kind of your favorite thing about it? Like going into it, what did you guys enjoy most about doing it?
You want to go?
I
first?
have. She's like, let me hear what she said. What do you about doing this?
The whole
Or
podcast.
actually getting to spend time with Tiffany.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, the podcast train has been a blast and a fun and definitely a learning experience.
Hmm.
So that's fun. And it obviously got even funner whenever you get to interview bands.
Yeah.
I mean, one of my favorite episodes is always going to be whenever we went out to the barn and we had this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know, it's
Our
just-
picture up
Yeah.
there,
It's just a
you know.
moment whenever you're like, oh, like this is like what we can become if we want to. Like
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
moment interviewing you guys and having you in there. That was actually like, okay, this might be a thing.
That was
we had recorded that.
That was the
our
first time we had like 5
Yes.
cameras on that. Like everybody had their own shot. Like that's our most in-depth episode we've ever done.
Did I?
Like I literally no.
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 So I had
Brett?
I had yeah, so
I should've
I had
brought my
5 different
camera.
cameras on that, and we literally like I went through and like changed between each camera and
I haven't watched that in so freaking
Oh,
long,
yeah.
and I don't think I want to.
It should happen.
I feel like that was of all the episodes we've done, I feel like that one seemed the most cool and
Professional.
professional to
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
because we were out at the barn and he
Well,
had
I mean,
all
you're
his
looking
lights
at it,
on and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
So it was pretty
It was
neat.
a good.
We had what we thought were these cool guys. And now
Yeah,
we know
little did
how
we know.
that fucking cool.
Now we know them all on a personal level. And we're like, well,
Oh.
no, we love
I
them.
do think that was probably one of my top episodes. I really enjoyed. Like I said, I think
Eye-opening
yeah.
moment.
I think
Oh,
that's when
thank
it was
you
like,
for-
man, we could really do some cool shit with this.
Yeah.
I feel like that was when we switched over to like the band interviews.
Yeah.
I think that right after that I was like, hey, you guys need a camera.
Yeah, you were like, hey man, I got a camera. I'd love to come hang out. So yeah,
And
that
here
was,
I am.
that
Hi.
was pretty early on too.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't even. Well, that was what 2023, early 23, right? Or was it 22?
No.
Mm.
That was 23,
Had to
right?
be
Late
23.
Yeah. Was it
Yeah.
late? Was it like September-ish?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was no.
Okay, because that's when we first had a couple, like our first couple shows was like, in-
Yeah, because that was
Yeah.
right before you guys were doing a show
Yeah,
down at the
yeah.
underground.
I think, yep. Yeah, yeah. So that was like September.
Yeah. That was the
October.
first one that I did feel like, man, this is really cool. It seemed really professional. Like I felt like it was good quality. It's funny because going back now, I'm like, what the fuck were we doing? 'Cause,
Figuring it out,
yeah, exactly.
man.
Because there were times where I was like, this looks fucking great, and now looking back, I'm like, why the fuck is this so grainy? Like,
Right.
why does this look like this?
We've definitely come a long way in that
Yeah.
aspect.
Just audio
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
to going out to the barn and recording our audio to upgrading to our own to
Yeah.
having space and doing it. And then video and then fucking other video
Yeah.
and just keep
Been a
going.
ride.
It's been fun.
Right,
It's funny because we
yeah.
started off being like, if we can just make each episode a little bit better, we just make each
And
episode a
you
little
know
bit
what?
better.
You can go back and you can watch it get better.
Oh,
You can
100%.
literally watch our studio come together. Our very first video that we did in here, we didn't have
Oh,
anything
yeah.
on the walls.
Yeah.
So bare.
Tammy Coleman. Yeah, Tammy
Poor
Coleman.
Tammy.
was
I
our
feel so
guest.
bad for you, Tammy. I'm so
Oh.
sorry, but it was
And
a
what's funny-
surprise. We didn't even tell her we were recording. Thank God she just
Oh,
up
you
and was
sneak
cute.
attacked?
Oh, yeah, she didn't know we were
got
recording.
here. We're like, hey, by the way, we're actually going to be recording this. We've never done that before, so you're kind of like our tester. Is that okay? And she was like, yeah. And we were like, okay, go. And then we did it.
Yeah, and then what's funny is we went to like Hobby Lobby and we're like, we just need to buy something to hang on the wall.
Yeah.
So we bought that record
Yeah,
picture.
yeah, that looks like
But
a Hobby
instead-
Lobby kind
Oh,
of
no,
guy.
that was at the thrift store.
Oh yeah,
Oh, all right.
but
Yeah,
instead
we
of
did
hanging
that
it on
too.
that wall, we hung it on this wall where you couldn't even
Yeah.
You can
fucking
see
see
it.
it.
Yeah,
He was like,
because
yeah,
we're
yeah.
very smart. Actually, that was me because I was like, it looks
Yeah.
best here.
Yeah, that was our first video episode. That was
Yeah.
interesting. And then it just kind of kept going from there. And each episode, you see like one thing get added to the wall.
Yeah, we tried. I would try there for a week. I was trying to bring something new all the time. But then, like, this is a
Oh, it's a nightmare.
What is
It's
it?
plaster.
plaster ass wall.
Oh, yeah,
right?
you-
So it's command strip town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the worst. Absolute worst.
Now we got AC in here. We've come a long way.
I can't see it, but it's up there.
Round of applause, please, because we're not sweating
yeah.
our balls
So
off.
stressing about it
Oh.
that he procrastinated so
Oh,
fucking
so
long about it,
hard.
but now it's done, and he's like, God, I should
Yeah.
have just.
I was up on the ladder the other day, like, God, I wish I had already done this. I was so fucking
Did you have
scared.
to get out there?
Yeah.
You did it.
I just was like, Tiffany said she would do it.
I did go up.
She did go up, and then I was like, man, whenever you go up there, you have to let the cap off, and then it goes, psh, and it
Yeah.
like kind of scares you.
Oh,
And I was
really?
like, and you got to have all the tools and stuff. I was like, man, I'd rather just go up. I just want to go up and get it done. I don't
Yeah,
want to
but
have
also
to.
in mind is that she could have done it.
Oh, she 100% could have done it.
And odds are, if she fell, you would have been able to catch her. If
Yeah,
you fell,
yeah,
you fucked.
Yeah.
We both did, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that is not working out.
Really, she was just wearing really short shorts, and I didn't want the whole town getting a show
Ah,
while she was up on the ladder.
Dale's out there.
But yeah,
across
so
the
You're
I-
street.
welcome, by the way, town.
One of my favorite interviews, one of
Uh.
my favorite episodes. It just opened the doors to so many different things. I feel like every episode and every
I'll
guest
say.
actually brings it opens up something new.
Oh,
It does, yeah.
This.
Everybody seems to inspire us in their own type of way, whether it's somebody's passion and drive that inspires us to want to hit it harder because speaking of ever felt, by the way,
Yes.
they are very passionate about what they do and they are committed
Mhm.
to the craft,
Very
you know,
motivated.
and that's
Oh,
awesome.
yeah.
That's really great. And
That-
that inspired us.
Yes, their energy is infectious. Their
Yes.
motivational energy. If you welcome it, it will spread onto you. And I just thought that was
Oh,
beautiful.
yeah.
And then obviously music has spilled over so hardcore to all of us because
Oh, yeah.
you started playing bass. I've started playing ukulele. You are already in a band. You
I already
don't count.
did this shit.
You picked back up your guitar
Yeah,
and
yeah.
started to learn
Oh,
more
yeah.
things on that. So we've just been inspired left and right by the Tippy Jo Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
Well-
all these attributes we've acquired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gotten better at playing guitar.
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, but even your video working, getting to do that.
Oh man,
yeah.
watching back that shit that I first did for this, I was like, what the fuck? What? Same camera. But I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like I was saying, what the hell did
Yeah.
I do?
Yeah.
But in the moment, you're like, this looks fucking nice.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this is the best thing I've done since.
Hey, that's good though, and that's important to remember. When you do something, be fucking proud of it, even if it is a little shitty, because later
Yeah.
on, it's gonna get a lot better, and then you can look back and be like, well, that was kind of shitty, but you know what? This new one, cool as fuck.
I'd like to see like a time lapse of the video of the first one to the last one.
yeah.
Like,
Oh,
ooh,
yeah.
This shit's just fucking changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we can find somebody to just go ahead and create that for us.
Yeah.
That'd be really nice. 'cause
That's
I've
a
thought about
job.
it, I'm like,
Oh, that would take a lot.
That would take.
You
so
had to have
much.
like all of them opened up in the timeline and just
Yes.
cut out little brief
Oh, yeah.
chunks
You could
of
take just
each,
a little, yeah.
each chunk of a little video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing interesting about this is I feel like we had a lot of support from the community very on. So, like, Smoke to Valhalla was one of our first sponsors.
Yes.
We had several people come on as sponsors over the whole process of it. We had the Park Hills Underground, Main Street Grow Supply, TNC Vapes.
It's just crazy when I look at it because those are all like community members and businesses that were kind of starting around the
Yeah.
same time as
Yeah.
us or a little bit before us. And if you look around, we've all, as Tiffany would say, we've risen together.
Oh, 100%.
So
100%.
those of us who have continued to work together and thrive to function as a unit,
We're doing
make
it,
things work
baby.
and compromise with each other,
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's
absolutely.
working out beautifully.
It definitely is. And I do want to throw out there bands around town because they're a
Yeah.
big supporter
Oh,
of
man.
us too,
Oh, yeah.
and vice versa, you know. And they do this a similar thing to us. Obviously, we don't do the exact same thing
Well,
because
we do a similar thing to them because they've been around for 3 years and we've been around for 2.
well, that's true. I
But as they
guess.
say, they do it quick.
yeah.
They just short
We go a little more
form,
in
yeah.
depth, you know.
Yeah.
And so it's similar but different. But we support each other all
Oh,
the same,
yes.
you know. We push each other's stuff, and I love that for all of us, for our little community.
I just found out about a musical, that theater concert place that's in Crystal City.
Oh,
I think I shared something with you. I said we should go check this place out.
Yeah.
But I did not know it was there.
What
It's
is
a
it?
It's a concert area
The
that's pretty much kind of like the underground.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's a place that has a theater.
The Contrarian.
I think so. And they are
I think so.
putting shows and everything there.
Yeah.
It was obviously they put the word out and Flock Eagle, there's bands around town.
Oh,
Sharing
yeah.
that post in our area being like, hey, who
Yeah.
wants to go to Festus? Do you
Yeah.
wanna go a little up north and play your music?
Yeah.
That's called the city from down here.
Yeah.
The city.
Who wants to go play your music up in the city?
Where? Festus? South County? Going to the
Uh,
South County Mall. That's the deep city right
Do
there.
you have a favorite episode you've worked on or guest? Or I don't want to say guest because there really aren't any favorites.
Man,
Next, we're going to talk about least favorite, so y'all be thinking. No,
yeah, I
just-
can't. I don't even know, dude. Like, okay, so I don't want to be like the most professional, but we've already talked about this on an episode. But like coming from those kids in
Oh, raised on radio.
Yeah.
Raised on Radio,
Yeah.
that was
Those were
fucking
the most.
killer,
That was
like-
probably the most professional
it
interview
was
we've
like,
done.
yep, there it is, set up, done. There
Yeah,
you go.
I bet
Now,
that was smooth sailing to edit
yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
because they were just so on it.
Yeah, and then let's not do the song 7 times.
Yeah.
Like that's never happened. 3, but
Yeah. Nobody's ever
I
tried to do a
ain't
song
fucking naming
7
names because I
times.
can't remember.
I'm gonna go back, but also with this 2-year anniversary one, I want to shout out Angel
Yeah.
Oh.
because she gave and delivered us the most transparent and
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
telling episode that we have ever had on the Tippy Jo Show.
I agree. That was
It was like an Oprah episode.
that was such a
or like Sally
wild
Jesse.
ride.
No, not Sally Jesse.
Like we cover a lot of musicians, but we also we want to keep it variety and make sure really anybody that has a story or something they're doing in life, whether it's writing a book
Yeah.
or creating a piece of art, that they have a platform that will produce something for them to have out in the world. Because I mean, even think about how many of you are going to look back, honestly, and no matter how it is, you're going to be like, look at this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Look,
That's a little
look
piece
what I did
of you
there.
that we have saved for you
Mhm.
for forever. You're welcome.
Maybe we will have to make it like a small reel because I always look at the videos that they have of like the old cameras on the streets.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
roll
yeah,
flex.
yeah, yeah,
Are you talking
yeah.
about the roller
and
flex
it,
camera?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's just rolling. And I just find it neat to sit there and watch those people of that time.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I
Especially
really
when they
believe-
like remaster it in color and like jump it up to like
Yeah.
60 frames per second. You're like, holy
Mm,
shit.
I mean,
yeah.
just to
This
see
is
that.
real.
So I know people will still, 20 years in the future, somehow
Wanna
they're
see
gonna come
that,
across
yeah.
the Tippy Jo
Yeah.
Show, and they might see your stuff, and that's
Yeah.
just really, really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those raised on radio kids will be showing their kids.
Yeah.
Probably, dude. I don't think this shit don't go nowhere on the internet, man. I mean, you can still find websites from like 2003 or earlier, you know?
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh yeah,
this shit
the
ain't going
space
nowhere.
the Space Jam website was still the
Are you serious?
1996 Space Jam
Was
website
still up and about?
until they came out with the new Space Jam.
Are you
Like
serious?
that
That's
fucked it all up.
wild.
Yeah.
I can never believe anything Kyle says
Ah,
ever.
that's so funny.
I can't check.
100%. That is the truth.
You are a little trickster. It is hard to believe you.
That is the truth.
It's
That
hard
is
when
the
anytime he
truth.
comes into work and usually he's got a story and I'm like, oh yeah, and he's like, no.
Just
really.
fucking with you.
I just like to see how gullible these two are, and it turns out they're pretty fucking gullible.
Sorry for us.
Sorry we put our trust in you.
Motherfucker does it too.
I pride myself on
Like,
it.
excuse us for trusting him. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
I like to hide
God
and
forbid
scare
we
all
trust
the
our other
time.
halves.
Yeah, it went
Uh,
from me
that's
walking
sweet.
around corners to him me getting startled at the house, and he'd be like, "I live here." To now us competing to who can scare.
Oh, I will
Oh.
hide for like 5 minutes and just wait. I'm like, this bitch
He's
is
like,
taking
the other
way
day I
too long.
Yeah, you got to commit.
The other
around
day, I
the
went and bought a
corner.
chainsaw just to scare her.
I could see that for these two.
commit or relocate.
So funny.
Funnest episode though, guys. I'm gonna have to say, there's a whole category, and I have the list. But TNC treats because they brought that.
Oh,
cake.
yes.
Oh,
I
man.
ate too much cake.
And I got so stoned I threw up later.
Yeah.
I, mean, I think it was like a Russian roulette. I was like, me, eat this real quick and then try to get home.
Oh yeah. No,
Oh,
And then when I got home, I was like, whoa.
I was like, I'm gonna eat a quarter of each of these, and then I'm gonna stumble my way up the street.
Yeah. Hey, see, you can walk home, man.
Yeah, that was a
Say,
fun
like,
episode.
My menu, DM me. I'm like, I'm gonna just send me that menu.
Oh,
you never
yeah.
know, so I need to
Yeah.
have that menu.
Yeah, that was a fun episode.
That was.
What about who drank the chicken noodle soup? If it's still
Oh,
in?
goodness.
Broseph Tucker.
That was Hunter.
Hunter from Broseph Tucker
It's still
Band.
in here, buddy.
Like I said, every
Open,
guest,
but it's still
every
here.
group brings something. So really, when we sit here, we're just remembering
Oh, yeah.
things that happened with the guests.
Are they the ones that brought the fireball?
fireball, yeah.
So it was like fireball and chicken, noodle soup.
yeah.
That's been in the refrigerator
there are so many
for
cool
years.
things that happen behind the scenes that you guys don't even get to see because we're in the moment. We're not filming. We don't have our phones out.
That's what's funny is we always talk about, or like, this is just a Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Like with the stairwell sessions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like our own private concert on a Wednesday.
Yeah, like people. This happened on Friday, right? No.
That's the coolest experience. So cool. Getting serenaded.
Uh-huh.
I love that.
Oh, remember when we had Weird Al on here?
Weird Al was one of my favorite
Yeah,
episodes.
that was a good one.
Yeah.
I forgot. We almost forgot to mention that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
serenaded on here. Who serenaded us the most after looking at this? It would have to be Josh.
Josh.
Or
he
me.
Oh, yeah.
Both of them are the men that have came in
Yeah.
here and serenaded the Tippy Jo Show
Well,
through the most.
Josh even showed up on days he wasn't supposed to be
Oh, yeah,
here.
that's right. He did.
Josh,
He just popped in. He's like, hey.
He loves the Tippy Jo Show so much that he comes on days he's not even scheduled.
No matter, so awesome. Like
Who was our first stairwell session? Audio Glow?
Yep, Audio Glow.
yes.
Audio Glow was our first, and that's what's funny is because we had a keyboard, we had a cajon, everything. There was like
How the hell
4 or
did we do
5 of
that?
them, and that was the most. And then after that, we're like, how the fuck do we fit
And
this
then
Yeah.
never
many
again
people?
we were like, this doesn't make sense.
Oh, we stuck Alice on fire in that stairway too.
Yeah, Alice on
Oh,
Fire
yes,
was
we
in
did.
there,
Yeah, we've had.
and
a lot
we
of
had
people.
Raised on Radio was all in there, and there was like
Were they?
6
Oh,
of
the
them.
shit.
Yeah.
They're little teens.
Yeah.
So it would be.
Yeah.
But there was one crew that we just stuck in there, and it drowned out the sounds of the effects.
Who
of what
was
the
it?
stairwell is supposed to give you guys.
Who was it?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
No, I don't. Do you remember?
Someone with a shitload of people.
Yeah.
That's the hard thing is getting like the voices to like over the, especially because we're not miking anything in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's just camera audio. So
So yeah, there was a lot of cajon. that
Oh,
needed to be,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
turned down,
yeah.
and then maybe a guitar comes up, but then
Yeah.
the vocals get drowned out.
Yeah.
I'm like, how the
it was
fuck?
always so strategic. I remember in the beginning we'd even switch people around.
And we're
for
like,
different
Get everything
songs.
better. Yeah.
We're like, all right, you got to go over
The
there now.
Outsiders.
Is that what it was?
Oh, the
We
outside.
crammed
Oh, that
all of
was
them
tough.
in
That
the
was tough. Yeah.
stairwell.
Yeah, we
did
had
need
all
to come
them in
around a bit,
there.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
I-
have to. There.
I think we should have remembered how we had Ami set up, like, because we had her at the top of the stairs
Yes.
for that one.
Yeah.
It was her, and then
We learn, folks.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you just like we said, things get better.
Oh yeah. With it being a stairwell, you only got so many angles in there.
Yeah.
But with the
That's why.
outsiders, we've got a chance to bring them back and do it right.
So, of all of our interviews that we've done, we've got to do several interviews that was with The Barn as well. They were like Tippy Jo Show with the Midwest mixtapes, or
Yeah.
I can't let you leave. You got paper in your hair now.
Oh.
So, of all of those collab shows we've got to do or interviews, have you guys had a favorite?
I am not going to pick a favorite between Jason Mewes, Travis Stevers, and Dan. It's not going to happen.
You don't have one.
I don't
You don't
think
have
so.
one of those that was
No,
like,
I just am thankful to have got to talk to them.
yeah,
No, I'm not going to have a favorite.
yeah. All right, Tippy,
Like, I don't have a favorite here either.
you got a favorite of your
What?
collab interviews you've got to do?
I really, 2 of them that I really, really enjoyed are the 2 most recent ones, honestly. Joe Exotic, and then also Donnie from the Toadies. That was really
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
I love the Toadies. So that was like a really
That is cool.
interesting
Yeah.
thing for me to get to be part of.
I feel like that Joe Exotic interview is one of the biggest interviews that the Barn has done. And I
Yeah.
feel like that's one, like, you can tell people, you can go and be like, oh, have you done any big interviews? And be like, just say Joe Exotic. And everybody's like, what?
Yeah. And it was wild. It was, I don't know. We
Yeah.
learned a lot from him that
Yeah,
day.
that
was
dude's not crazy.
really, really cool.
Free Joe Exotic.
Yeah. Hashtag free Joe Exotic. He tells
He's not
us
a
that on all
danger to
posts.
anybody.
Yeah.
Nah.
So
Didn't he just get married though again in prison? Didn't he get
Hmm.
married?
I think so.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
why
I saw something about that.
Yeah. But I like how it was all blurred out just for him, like shittily blurred out. All the inmates are right
Oh,
around him
yeah,
in
they
the
have to do
background.
that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
Oh, that's funny.
funny.
I really liked interviewing Jeff Foxworthy. I feel like the Steve-O interview
Yeah.
was
Oh.
really
Oh,
cool.
Well, the
Yeah.
show was cool. That's what I got
Oh
to
yeah,
see.
yeah. That's the other thing is we've gotten to do a lot of like go to some events and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Have you guys had a favorite event you've got to go to representing the barn or the Tippy Jo
It
Show?
was mine because it was Steve-O. That was the
That's
only
your
one. That's the
favorite
only
one?
one.
No, you guys went to
You
the
guys went to the
winery
city
thing.
winery.
Oh, the crime guy.
Yeah.
What was
Yeah.
his name?
Scott,
Scott Stapp.
Dr. Scott
Yeah.
Bond.
Bond
Scott.
Scott.
Yeah.
Scott
Scott
Bond.
Bond.
Bond
Yeah.
Scott. Yeah. No, that was it. That was fun, but I
That's a good
fucking
conversation.
cracked my molar.
Oh.
So then I had to get my wisdom
Yeah,
teeth
yeah.
taken out after
He was
that.
really good too.
Who was it?
I was enjoying that conversation with Doc Bond.
Yeah, I just said that, except when I cracked my tooth at the thing.
Oh, yeah.
That wasn't
Mhm.
fun. But, you know,
Yikes.
I shouldn't have eaten the bone.
Even though I don't know if I want to say it, but if we're going to give an honest review of the city winery's food is not that good.
No, it's not.
Okay, so,
Sorry.
like, definitely go early, go to the food mart next
Hot
to
take.
Market next door, get all of that, okay? Like, and city winery, please. Like, I don't care what you're serving, but stop.
I don't even know if that's real
Dang.
duck.
All right, so that wasn't your favorite event. So what was your
Oh,
favorite
but I
event you
love
got
the
to go?
event, but the food
Oh,
was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I was like, we're going to go to city winery and get some fancy food.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
go
yeah.
outside and get
Yeah,
your shit
yeah.
from
Yeah.
somewhere else. Yeah.
So did you? Was that your favorite event then? That crime thing, or that you've got to go to, or was the Steve-O
I would
thing?
probably have to say Steve-O.
Yeah.
I never thought I would ever see or go see Steve.
Oh,
yeah.
I mean, it's
Same.
not like I don't like him. I am a mild fan, but not one that would be like, I'm going to go out of my way and I'm going to get a ticket and see Steve-O.
Yeah.
No.
I understand
but
what
it
you're
was
saying.
cool. It was nice to see, which I'm sure, you know, these people in flesh.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
Tippy, you've had a favorite event that you got to go to with?
I don't remember things.
Yeah, that's why I'm
But-
sitting here like, how many have I done? What have I done?
So we did all the smokeout shows. We did the Afro Man stuff. We got to do the
Oh, we're
rehab
including
shows.
those too?
Like any event that we got to go to and we
Oh,
covered as a
dang,
podcast.
okay. Yeah, true.
That's what we've
the
been doing.
evolution of the Tippy
Yeah,
Jo
yeah, yeah,
Show.
yeah.
That's true.
We got to go
so I was
to
trying to think of just like things that we did in collaboration with the barn.
no,
and
like
not
any
just
event that we've
event.
represented the
Nice,
podcast.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's our thing.
Yeah.
Build a
Yeah.
bar.
We went to the Brothers Comatose.
That
was a good one.
A lot of fun. I really had a blast at that.
Yeah.
That was at the old Rock House in St. Louis.
Yeah.
I think that was probably that or Point Fest. This year's Point Fest was great because
Didn't
Toadies
you
were there.
guys go to that really cool theater?
Yes, we went
Yes.
to and we saw the outside.
Oh, the Oris.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to the Oris.
Yeah, it's really cool. That place is really cool.
That is really neat, and it's right here in it's in Saint
that?
Jen. Saint Jen.
St.
Oh, it's in St. Jen?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Oh, shit,
wild
huh?
that
Yeah,
it's
they
there.
got like cool, like old, like what do you say, 60s or 70s?
Oh yeah, it's like the old movie marquee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
like
all right.
Aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Very
too.
cool place. Yeah.
We got to go see Jeff Foxworthy down in Poplar Bluff.
Yes, we did.
So we did that.
yeah. Steve-O.
Steve, have you guys done any concerts
Huh?
as the podcast?
No.
Well, I mean, I think I shared with Emery. From
Yeah, but
Reminisce
that was
there.
just
Oh,
because I was like, I'm fucking going to.
Oh,
see
yeah,
this.
yeah.
I mean, I put the Tippy Jo sticker on the trash can outside.
And then
so
we
I guess
saw
I
that.
was
And then we
working.
saw it out in the wild, and I
Yeah,
was like,
hey-o.
"What?" I was so excited, and it was just Joe.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I think you said the Snapchat. I was like, look what I saw.
I know.
She's like, yeah, I put that there.
You should have lied to me.
Oh,
You should
that's
have let
funny.
me believe. Let me live in the fantasy. You should have been like,
Let-
oh my God,
It
yes.
was
Some
all
random
like
put it
she
there.
already knew, but as she says, she doesn't remember everything, so she don't
Yeah.
remember me snapping her.
Yeah, I bet you did. I get-
You know I
Tina
did.
snaps everything she does.
She
so
does.
guaranteed she did.
Don't.
Yeah,
That's
she
how we
does.
communicate is via Snapchat videos.
Sometimes I
Even
tell
when
her
we're in
she
the
doesn't
same
want
house.
bothered and when she does want bothered. Yeah,
Right?
we do.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. I was talking to my cousin last night on the phone. And that's what she said. Her and her husband were communicating via living room to bedroom through text messages.
That's fun.
I just
Mm.
yell.
Yeah, we do a lot of that.
So-
Hey!
And a good one. Holler.
Hey!
Oh, not yelling.
Yeah.
Hollering.
So with the podcast, do you guys have anything you see in the future as like a goal? Like, I would like to interview this person, or I would like to cover this event.
I would just like to take opportunity to anyone that we can take part in interviewing.
I have to agree with you. Yeah, there's nobody specifically on my radar that I'm like, this is the goal. But
Mhm.
I think just,
I mean, this is a show.
Taking
of everyone's
opportunities.
Interesting in some form of a way.
Yeah.
You got to get to know them and talk to
Yeah.
them. a little bit
Yeah.
Are
just
you talking
to
about like
find
in
out more.
person or via?
Yeah, I think in person.
Oh, John Cena.
Or yeah, you couldn't even see him.
Steve
Why would you even want to interview him?
Oh, what?
But yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I sat down and talk about, I do like sometimes if I know someone's coming close, I'll message Chad. And
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
Hey, why don't can you do this?
Yeah.
And you
Reach
know what is
out.
really freaking cool? Not to toot the barn's horn, but toot, guys. Usually when the barn reaches out, they say, yeah, absolutely. Let's
Oh,
get
yeah.
an interview set up.
Chad's put in
And
a
I
lot of
love
work.
that.
Oh, yeah.
He's built
Yes.
a strong foundation.
Yeah.
Very professional network. I feel.
Yeah,
like.
and I'm happy that we're part of that.
Oh yeah, I don't think the Tippy Jo Show would be where it's at today without the barn. Like,
Oh,
there's
I
no
agree.
way.
I think they've driven us.
100%.
We've helped drive them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think within the barn, we all work the same way as we do with our community of people we've been talking about. We are the same way, rising tide lifts all boats. So we all work together and
Mm-hmm.
turns out some really cool shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start working on like a list for Chad for Halloween, starting now.
Yeah.
interviews.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
idea.
That's
I
a
already
good
gave him a
idea.
couple last night.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Maybe just one. Who was
What,
it? Just
if
Felissa Rose?
Just Felissa Rose.
Because I know I could probably snag that one.
Oh,
Well,
Alyssa
what did I say?
Rose?
I
Who's
said, well,
that?
Wiley, you message her and you
I
say,
will.
I'm Brett from the barn. This is us. Put a link.
Who-
Hey, look, and here's a
Wanna
picture of us,
interview.
and here's a picture of my autograph that you gave me. I want to check
Who's
this out.
Alyssa Rose? Don't fangirl, and I
Come
wouldn't
on, man.
fangirl.
What's
Who's
she from?
Sleepaway Camp.
Oh, okay.
A lot of other B-rated movies.
Oh, okay.
She's married to Darren Miller from past CKY.
So likes her,
Oh,
but
nice.
you, Darren.
Okay.
Whatever. Good actress. She was in Terrifier 2 for 5 seconds.
So, Brett, do you have anybody that you think would be cool to have on the show? Like anybody, celebrity, even if it was just a phone interview.
I know it would be. Yeah, I do. And it'd be really fucking tough because I think I've already talked to Chad about this, and Bam Margera would be just fucking outrageous.
Mm.
I bet that probably wouldn't be that difficult. I wouldn't think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he reached out and it was
And
like
it was-
$4,000 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good point. That
He did
guy's
actually.
probably kind of
an
trying to just
asshole.
make live off of his name is what he's doing.
Now because he's become relevant again since he's in the new Tony Hawk
Well, then
remaster.
just take our love, Bam, and don't do things for such a high price.
You've
Yeah.
already got
Oh,
money.
come on.
Quentin
We're just
Tarantino.
like you
I
were
don't know.
Oh, yeah,
rolling
yeah,
around
Quentin,
filming.
yeah.
Well, he did music, didn't he?
He tried.
Skateboarded?
He skateboarded, but he
That's right.
tried to do music.
I feel like Kevin Smith would be one for me. Like, you got to interview Jason Mewes.
Yeah,
I missed out on that because I think I was working, but I think Kevin Smith would be a cool one.
very true.
He talks.
Never stops.
Fucking kidding.
If he's not
No,
silent,
he does, just like, yeah, he does talk a lot.
Mhm.
But my main thing is that if I want like interviews like that, is to see who's doing what, when are they doing it, and when are they coming around
Oh,
my
yeah.
area, because that's really what they give a shit about.
Yeah,
when we reach out to
100%,
them.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what can I promote for you while
Yep.
also getting to talk to you?
Yep, 100%.
Right.
But how do we get people down to this area,
Mm.
like in person
Well, I
for
mean,
an
in St.
interview? You know,
Louis,
but
like whenever we say
well, we could
local,
go. Hey, just
I think
drive
we
to
just
St.
become
Louis.
mobile. Yeah, I
Go
think
to
we just
St.
become
Louis.
mobile.
Well,
Yeah.
you borrow that lady's van out
Yeah.
there. Who cares?
Oh yeah, yeah. We could probably lure her away from
I
that
think
pretty
she's
easy.
been with us, guys.
That's a ride.
If
for
anybody
it.
knows where we record from, you know what we're talking
No,
about.
Nobody mess with the lady in my van. I'll break your caps. Okay?
She's been with us for about a year now.
she's a secret part of the show now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
she's
We
actually
talk about
behind.
her so much.
She's actually
She
behind the
used to be-
camera right now. That's
Hang
why
on
we're all
now.
for
She's
here.
store
If we
security,
take it
bitch. That's
back-
what she is.
If we take it back a little bit, she used to be the lady that we would
On the
speak
bench.
of on the bench.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
bench
then she
lady.
graduated to a van.
Yeah, that's a big
So
come
yeah,
up.
she's been with us for a long time.
Big come ups
That
from a
is.
bench to a
Good for
van.
her. Love that for her.
Like, hey,
So-
Evel Knievel
I'm
in there.
telling you.
With our 2-year anniversary, we have an exciting event coming up.
Yes, we do. I'm very stoked about that too. Let me show you
Who's
this
excited for the
fancy
2-year anniversary show at the Underground?
Featuring Wakefield and Hood, Doc Otis, and Atlas on Fire.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
Quick
By the
zoom,
way,
Free show. Celebrate with us. Me and Tippy gonna make cake. We're gonna make it. All of our
this
love's
is the
gonna
first
go
I'm
in.
learning of it.
Yeah, are
Actually,
you?
it's not. She did tell me this, but I didn't agree to it yet. So.
I didn't say lemonade.
And I don't know why she didn't.
We should just instead talk to J-Dog about making cake.
Yeah, we
Oh,
should,
shit.
because that cake's gonna be infused then. Hey, shout out to Shane.
Yeah,
of
Shane
Doc
Ferguson.
Otis for this beautiful poster here.
got a good old gloss to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Yeah.
He designed this, by the
That's
way,
good
guys.
stuff.
We got that. Yeah, we got another one up here hanging on the wall. You can't
Yeah.
see that he did from last Halloween.
Yeah.
But this show is free, guys. It's going to be on July 18th. It is our 2-year anniversary party. It's not our 2-year anniversary because that was in, let's
May?
see, May.
Yeah.
Yes, May of 2023 is when we
Mhm.
started. So it's not, but we're celebrating.
It's just our
later.
celebration
Yeah.
of it.
Yes, it's the
It's our
the date
party.
that best worked out for the schedule to get a party.
Mhm.
Yes. So come hang out with us and celebrate.
That's going to be a good time. We're going to have awards for some of our past guests.
Yes.
So if you're a past
So
guest,
fun.
make sure you're there because we might have something for
You
you.
might. You never know.
Well,
Come
maybe
hang out
we'll
with us.
notify them that they won an award, but we won't tell them what the award actually is
Ooh.
for.
Mm.
So
I think it would be better not to because then everybody,
they're
even
not
they, if they're
there,
not there, we just say,
yeah.
fuck you
That's
on
right.
It's
camera.
all mine. I'm like,
Pass
You would
it.
never.
yeah, we did that to Trent with the beard competition.
is that still at the house?
You still
I
have
think-
it,
I
don't
think
you?
Oh, yeah.
Or it's downstairs, but Trent, I'll get it to you someday, or you'll come get it from us.
Yeah, I accepted that on his behalf, by the way. My glorious beard at the beard competition. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm excited for the show. I think that's going to be a
I'm
great
very
time.
excited for it. I'm excited for the music.
Yes, it's going to be
Mhm.
cool.
Do they have food there?
Yeah.
They have food now?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got like
Yeah, they
bar
got
food, I think,
locations.
like nachos and whatnot.
Like the nachos.
Yeah.
That are the nachos.
And I think you could
Just the
smoke it. I think you
cheese.
could smoke weed in there now
Oh,
too.
really?
Some
Yeah,
places.
Huh.
It's a cool, hip, happening place,
Man,
brother.
watch
Yeah.
out.
Oh, speaking of the underground, they've I went to their comedy thing they had down there. I guess it's been about a week ago. Man, that was a blast.
With
And-
Funny Man Mice.
Yeah, Funny Man Meissen. I can't remember the names.
Terry Ells.
Terry
he
Els
there?
was there, but he was
Yeah.
doing Unk.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, they had like 5 or 6 comedians there. But they're going to be doing it again
sometime,
August
I guess.
23rd.
Yeah.
And then they've got more comedians coming in, a whole different group coming in, I think August 30th. And man, here's the thing. Like everybody enjoys going to the comedy shows up in the city and stuff like that. Save yourself the trip and go see the shows here.
Literally.
Like it's great. They're hilarious. If you like to partake in marijuana, you can generally smoke it in there. It's funny.
Not in the front.
Not
room,
in the
but
main
back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's funny
yeah.
because so they had the whole going in down there, like it was promoted as a smoking show.
Yeah.
Specific ones are promoted as smoking
Yeah.
shows. Certain ones aren't. This one was promoted as a marijuana smoking show. And I walk in, first thing, police officer. I was like, oh shit, they got us. And then I was
The
like,
jig
oh,
is up.
wait.
Wait,
Never
it's legal.
mind.
Hang
Never
on,
mind.
never
It's legal.
mind.
And I was real nervous. And it was a younger police officer. He had red hair.
Smoking weed.
And no, he was
He was
just
a male
sitting there. He
stripper.
sat there all night long. No, but the funny part of this is, so he sat there all night long on this stool, just sitting there, and the comedians made fun of him
The whole time.
Oh,
so
one
he
of
was
them
a
was-
punching
One
bag
of
the
them was
whole-
like, "We got Oliver Anthony on
Oh
security."
my god, dude.
Like it was pretty funny, but he was great sport about it. Like it was a good time. But no, like those shows, like for real, you save yourself the trip to the city. It's right here local. They don't cost very much. It's supporting local talent. I think it was $10 pre-sale, $20 at the door. So but that's the thing. Buy your tickets in advance.
Yeah.
That way, you know you got tickets. It helps the venue. It helps the talent know, hey, I'm not going to go there and play for 5
Yeah.
people. It just makes everybody's life a little bit easier. So, but yeah, support those kinds of events because, like I said, they're trying to bring outside talent into the area for entertainment for everybody.
But if we
But
don't
it's
give them an
got
audience,
yeah, if we
Exactly.
the more people who are going out and supporting these shows, the bigger talent they're going to be able to get here,
Yeah.
and it's going to be better for everyone. Like I said, you're not going to have to drive up to Westport
Like, we know
to go
St.
see
Louis
good
is fun,
comedy.
but try not to give them all your money, because that's why our smaller businesses down here can't build anything, because you're giving it all.
Exactly.
True story.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
let me
Probably paying
let me
more
say-
while you're there.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
I just want to interject here. I made a post the other day asking the community, hey, what is one thing that you think that we need in this area? I'm a small business owner, by the way, so this makes sense, right? I'm like, hey guys, what's
Well,
one thing we need?
But
One type of
backtrack
business.
a minute. She's a business owner who is closing down the active business she is doing now and looking for something else or doing. Well, now she know what she's doing, but she was
Yeah.
just saying, "Hey, community, what would you want here if I was to do something?"
And
else?
these people that know me and should essentially understand what I'm saying are like TJ Maxx, Kohl's,
McDonald's.
Ross.
Oh,
stores.
all big box stores that are going bankrupt as we speak.
Yeah.
Literally, it's
Because
like, first of
nobody's
all,
spending
you're
money
not gonna
there.
spend your money with them, and second of all, you should be spending money here locally with small
Yeah.
businesses.
How the hell you can get a TJ Maxx?
I said mom and pop, guys, and I'm the fucking mom. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
You all know me. You know what I'm
Right?
asking,
Right? Like,
right?
cut it out. Nah, it's gonna be good though. I'm excited for a new chapter.
You move mountains, baby. They thought you were gonna bring them like
Bah,
Kohl's and
that's
everything
funny.
else.
They're like, if anybody can get us this Kohl's, it's Tippy.
Mm.
Tiffany's like, I don't even shop at Kohl's.
Yeah, fuck Kohl's.
I'll go Gordman's all day though.
Oh, Gordman's.
I think they already went bankrupt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're gone. They're gone.
Are they?
Yeah.
Hey,
Marshalls? Ross? What about Ross?
Ross is still around.
Yeah,
still
I love
kicking?
Ross.
So
Ross
is
is
the
good.
building still up there? Because I swear that one and where you took me when we were kids.
The building's still there.
Okay.
Yeah, but all
Oh,
Gordman's
okay.
closed down, unfortunately. You know what I found in my wallet the other day? A Toys R Us perfect, pristine mint gift card and a tag that you put on your keychain. Pristine. I was like, I wonder how much money I can get out of this. Kyle's
She
like,
came and
no.
asked me that. She's like, how much money you think I can get out of this on eBay? I was like, I don't think you're going to get
Toys R Us,
anything.
man, it's
Dude.
pristine.
Reward stuff.
Yeah, I got my rewards and my Toys R Us credit card, which was a bad idea.
Oh,
Why?
yeah.
They're gone. Well, I guess.
At the
You know, it's a bad
time.
idea for him.
Oh.
Can you dispute stuff like that? I wonder once a business goes belly up, can you, because there's no more creditor that you owe. You can dispute that.
I think
Well,
were
they
running
sell it
through
off. They sell it off, yeah.
They were ran through
Like
second or
Synchrony.
third
Oh,
party.
yeah.
And I'm getting
But one thing
calls
you
from these
can do is like
assholes.
anytime I go to
I'm dead.
job interviews, I'm like, yeah, I was a district manager for Toys R Us. I had 25 stores underneath
Yeah, no
me.
shit,
There you
They
go.
can never check that.
Let 'em.
like, yeah,
Let 'em
well, okay.
try.
I don't know if they would bother checking that.
Yeah. They're like, damn, this guy's talented. He knows
No,
his
they're just not going to
toys."
hire you. They're going to be like, damn, this guy got 25 stores shut down.
That guy's an asshole.
He's the reason Toys R Us.
You remember Hastings?
Oh, yeah.
Not the one here in Farmington,
Oh,
but
okay, no.
like Hastings, like in Cape Girardeau. There was like a Blockbuster or like a FYE. You remember any of that?
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
What's an FYE?
I remember Coast to Coast.
Oh, look at me.
What, you don't know
FYE
what an
is like
FYE
CD.
CDs, movies,
Entertainment
like collectibles,
store,
like
yeah.
in a mall.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like,
okay.
Like a
yeah, South
Suncoast.
County has.
Yeah.
What is the one? E-Stock is the one up in South County, I
Yep.
think.
Yeah. There's
It's
only
like
a couple of those
Oh,
things
okay.
left. But
Yeah.
yeah, I found a Hastings card the other day from when I was going to
Huh.
SEMO. I was like, oh yeah, I remember
Mhm.
that place. I probably still have some VHS tapes from there.
There's still that one Blockbuster in Oregon.
No, they shut that down finally, I think.
No.
I swear to God they did. I saw it.
What a sad day.
Hmm.
Yeah. Jake and Caleb actually got to go before it shut
You learned
down.
it here third.
I don't know, in our local area was holding on to the family videos, and I'm still happy every time I drive past the pharmacy in Farmington
I'm
where they
gonna
are
steal that sign.
keeping they're just
Yeah.
keeping it there. It's on the plaza building.
I
love
It's
that sign.
family video, and I'm like, please don't ever take it down.
I think
And if
the
you do,
pet
call
place
me.
still has the family video one up too, does it?
Oh, I think they
Good
finally took
question.
it
Oh,
down.
did they?
I
Like
don't
the big
remember. Yeah.
Isn't it crazy that like kids now will never have that experience of
No,
like
never.
going to the video store, having to rent the same game multiple times to beat it?
Yeah. Or getting pissed off and then them not honoring you wanting to take it back because it sucks. And you're just like, shit, now I just wasted $2.50.
$2.50.
Hmm.
Yeah. Hey, you know there's still a Toys R Us like semi like trailer up there.
Yeah,
Like,
oh, yeah, that thing's
it's
been there since-
forever,
yeah.
dude. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, since I was a kid,
Yeah.
that's been there.
Mhm.
That's funny. That thing's worth some money, probably.
I bet there's
If
someone
those
that lives
keychain tag.
there.
That lady should try to trade her van for it. Imagine that come up. Move out of your van into a Toys R Us trailer.
This is a double wide.
So, Joe, what do you think? In the future, is the Tippy Jo Show going to get more serious? Are we going to get real deep? Or are we going to stay?
Well, I think just like we discussed with Angel and said, like, we'll always be open for dynamic or deep
Yeah.
discussion.
Yeah.
I think certain times it's meant to highlight things that might be a little more serious and hard hitting to talk about.
Yeah. Right on.
I can think of
Well,
one.
I just want production to continue to get better and to keep doing what we're doing and it serve its purpose and
Yeah.
have fun most of the time. Can't have fun all the time, but it is work.
So going back to another guest that we could possibly get in person.
Well, I was
Oh.
like, I thought of somebody.
May have mentioned him before, but he was a certain man with a rat tail.
Oh man, we always want him, but I don't think he will.
I made some AI the other
You
day.
know.
Man with a
Some
rat
ChatGPT
tail. Who are we
here.
talking about? I have
I
no
don't know.
idea.
Should we be even recording this or is it a private conversation?
That's why it's
you have
secret.
with your friends.
Wait.
Riff Raff?
I
fucking
knew it. I knew it. Anthony.
Now we gotta
But
bleep
we're
that. Now we gotta
saying
bleep that shit.
We wanted him on our show.
Yeah. He's a human. We can say that.
I knew that.
matter
All I
what
said was rat
said.
tail.
And I just assumed you were talking Riff Raff, the
Well, that would be
rapper.
cool too, man.
That's hilarious.
That
Well,
movie-
you know what? Past 2 years have been a wild ride, I think, for all of us. There's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs, a lot of lefts, a lot of rights, but I think we've come out the other side stronger for it.
Yep, we persevered.
Yep.
Yep.
Happy to be here with you guys. Here's
Hey.
to 47 more years.
47, yeah, I'll be 87.
Thank you all for viewing and listening to the Tippy Jo Show. We appreciate it. Our guests appreciate it. We hope you join us for this ride as long as we continue to do it.
Right on.
And come to our party on July 18th. Doors open at 7. Music kicks off at 8 o'clock. We will have sweet treats, cake celebration. There should be food.
Yeah.
If not, you can order Domino's.
Yeah.
On
But
your own
it's,
dime.
It's at 8. I don't have to feed you dinner.
Love it. All right. Peace out.
Free show. Exactly how we wanted to do what the hell we were doing today.
I feel
It's already all rolling, so let's just. Oh my god.
Oh, that was on film. It was like,
Brett looks like he's cruising for chicks at like a senior community in those sunglasses.
That's hilarious.